Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 31 of Trading to a Million by JPS Trading. This is October 9th, Friday. You can probably see it by the title. This is going to be an interesting video, so I encourage you guys to stay around and obviously see the decision making that was made, obviously in these trades, and I'll kind of speak a little bit about my mentality at the time. You know, what could have been done better. It's a lot easier to say this in hindsight, but I think it's quite educational and gives you a little bit of an insight in terms of why I made these decisions. And obviously, in hindsight, it's easy to say pick it apart, but I'll try and take you through obviously why I did what I did. But look, we had a few things go wrong today, but I look forward to obviously discussing this with you. So we got a moderate position here, just going long on the market. So obviously we're still in the daylight savings time. We're getting pretty close to about 8 a.m. Market's been closed for about an hour. US futures are going to be closed for the next hour. They're going to open up at 9 a.m. So basically I'm just looking at building a position here. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking of the videos as well. As always, your support is greatly appreciated. Like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think. All feedback is well regarded in that sense. So just giving you an update here. We're getting about 15 minutes away or so from the 9 a.m. open, and look, the market is moderately moving in our favor. It's come back a little bit, but it looks like it's found some support obviously on this basic chart. And look, we're obviously, hopefully this is going to build through there in terms of that. But this is going to be one very interesting open, which I'm pretty excited for you guys to obviously see. Not that the result was the best, but you're probably going to think to yourself when you see this, and you're probably going to ask a few questions like, okay, why would you do that? But this is what this journey is all about. Look, even with having experience and writing the strategy down again and again, your mind tends to play tricks on you, and sometimes you make decisions that aren't exactly what you'd like them to do in terms of that. So yeah, getting pretty close to about market open. Here it is. Nice spike up in the volatility. Pretty easy candle. Coming back a little bit. Obviously, just don't want that to be making a lower low. If that's going to hold up, it's a pretty basic sign that there definitely is some buying interest there. Hopefully some momentum builds and there's not going to be a change of trend. That's no guarantee, but pretty simple stuff there that, those sort of things definitely can pick up that it's moving into your favor. So I'm just looking for it here to break that opening high. My mind obviously there, I'm looking for, ideally, I'm looking at this in hindsight, but at the time I really wanted to break that 61.25, and if it does, it's going to give me a nice amount of wiggle room that I can cover some profits, even just leave it at break even. So worst case scenario, we're walking out at a break even in terms of that. So about 9:30 now, 15 or 10 or 20 minutes or so away from actual futures open. So I'm just looking just to cover some profit here. So basically I've just covered on a break even. I've just moved the stop to break even. No matter what happens, we won't be losing money today. Famous last words, I'll tell you what. But so we're about 20 minutes away. As I said before, we're sitting at about 12 points up at the moment, $120. It's a nice position to be in. And look, if this is going to continue in my favor, then I will gladly take that. But yeah, it was, and if you guys traded this week, you have probably seen that it's been, look, on the broader picture, it's been positive for the share markets, but it's been quite a volatile one, and there's been a few traps in there that, look, I'm sure a lot of traders have experienced. If you personally got on the right end of all of them, I can congratulate you, because a couple of these definitely got me around the wrong way, but that's why we have stop losses at the end of the day, so we can continue coming back. It's something that obviously I think you guys should be aware of as well. If you guys are looking at doing your own trading and stuff like that, definitely encourage it. Keep your risk small. Keep it small. Like, it's a saying that I go by is, you much rather wish that you were in a trade or had a bigger position in a trade. You much rather wish you had that than you wish that you weren't in a trade or you had a smaller position size. Losing more money rather than making less money is always a worse feeling. So always look to the latter. But look, getting pretty close to market open now. So it's going to be about 9.50. I'm just looking at the opening calls. IG just provide that. This isn't a real indicator or anything like that, but I just like to look at it if there's anything out of the blue. So now this isn't exactly what I want to see. So genius me, you've probably just seen what I've done. It literally hit break even and I hit close, which I had an immediate order to sell at that level. So basically a sell order was triggered. So and look, it's not a trade that I wanted to take. There was no point holding it and hoping that it would go into profit because it wasn't even aligned with your strategy. So I just had to cop that loss on the chin, unfortunately. But look, I'm looking basically here for some weakness to come in. But what you'll see here is obviously a little bit of a downward spiral in terms of that. So we haven't lost any major money. I'm waiting for this market to open. Right there, I thought the market opened and it just starts plummeting. And I thought that was going to go straight into my stop loss. So I covered it out at about $100. Little did I know that if I waited about 5 seconds, I could have got a much better entry point, and I falsely believed that that was the actual open when it was a few seconds behind. As you can see there, it was a great market manipulation just to basically capture some buyers and liquidity. And look, that really got me around the wrong way, which is unfortunate. And look, in this position at the moment, I should have been confident enough to say no. The opportunity is still there. You've still got the opportunity to go long. You're paying at a much cheaper rate than what you paid at earlier that day. Take the trade. But yeah, I was in two minds about it, so I decided just to leave it. So yeah, that's it for that video, guys. Everything that could have gone wrong there basically did. But look, we didn't walk away demolished or anything like that. I believe it ended up being about a $140 loss or so, which is fine. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.